Hi everyone, I'm here with a friend called Adam Burns, and we met at a men's entrepreneurial group actually, not so long ago, well probably a few years ago actually, but we haven't really spoken with each other much until recently. Yeah. And we got talking and I said I'd like to share people's success stories of how they've healed themselves naturally of all these kind of inflammatory conditions, because my focus is inflammation. And Adam's had tremendous results healing his psoriasis when he had quite a journey from a pretty young age. So but firstly, thank you very much for inviting me to your beautiful home in Sherman Oaks in Los Angeles. It's really stunning. And yeah, for affording me the time to share your experience, because I think it's so valuable sharing this stuff.
Absolutely.
People suffer for years and years and years and years with all sorts of different drugs and treatments. So
absolutely. So yeah, no, I've had psoriasis since I was very young, probably since maybe 6 or 7 years old. Had it for a very, very long time. Used to go to dermatologists and had all different sorts of topical creams and a whole bunch of other stuff. And nothing really ever got rid of it. I mean, it would keep it under control, but my hands would be totally have these little scarring psoriasis things on them. And then about 8 or 9 years ago, I decided to go on an anti-inflammatory diet. I'd been reading a lot about that and pretty much cut out sugar, gluten, and milk from my diet. And I was doing it for just general health reasons, not specifically for the psoriasis, because frankly I didn't even think about that. And what sort of magically happened over a fairly short period of time, the psoriasis on my hands just disappeared, and I stopped using any topical things on it, and it never came back. So my hands now are completely clear, and they used to be covered with little psoriasis scars all over them, and I have not had them in 7 or 8 years. None.
That's incredible. Incredible. And you told me you have tried different drugs. Did you try drugs as well?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I actually tried, I had different dermatologists over the years prescribe a bunch of different things for it, and nothing really ever seemed to work. I mean, they would keep it under control a little bit in that it wasn't like covering every bit of my hands, and it wasn't itching, but it never really ever got rid of it.
Yeah. That's incredible. So just those 3 things, and you pretty much cleared it up. Gluten, dairy, sugar. Now, the biggest challenge that people are probably going to be hearing now is how on earth do we cut those out of our diet, because they're such a staple food these days. And it's actually how I live for the most part as well, but to get my head around that was it's quite a task. I discovered that, wheat, for the most part, is inflammatory for most people. It's got the gluten, the lectins, the phytates. They all contain kind of gut-destroying anti-nutrients, and they cause inflammation of the gut, and they trigger inflammation and autoimmune diseases, which psoriasis is. And getting rid of the bread was quite a mission, because I'd often have it for breakfast, I'd have it for lunch. In the evening, I'd often have pasta. Yeah. So it's quite a challenge, isn't it, eating like that?
Well, my diet now is mostly
ice cream
every single morning. Well, I'll actually get to that. My ice cream is great.
It is.
But in the mornings, I typically do a shake with flax milk. I get a special proprietary protein powder, a vegan-free protein powder that has a bunch of anti-inflammatory things in it, and I put blueberries in it, and that's pretty much my breakfast every single day. Lunch, I try and stick with like salads, and I'll sometimes have some chicken in it, and then dinner's usually chicken, fish, sometimes meat, and vegetables, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I do a great dessert though. I can make a vegan chocolate ice cream, and my vegan chocolate ice cream is really amazing. In fact, I just made it for you.
Yeah, I was amazed at how fast this took. Adam very kindly offered me some ice cream, and it involves. Tell us what
I actually make it in my Vitamix. It takes me probably under 3 to 4 minutes total to actually make it. I actually make it with cashews, basically whole cashews, unsweetened cacao powder, which is a superfood. I sweeten it with dates. I put a little bit of cinnamon in and ice, and that's pretty much it. And it tastes just like chocolate ice cream. I mean, it tastes like really amazing, creamy chocolate ice cream. And I literally make it. I like pound it in the Vitamix and swirl it around and pound it for about 60 seconds, and that's it. And you literally have really amazing chocolate ice cream. It tastes like, great milk chocolate ice cream, and there's not any milk in it at all. It's made with cashews.
I wish I recorded this because it was so fast, and it's effectively anti-inflammatory ice cream because it's got these superfoods in it. The only sugar it's got in is dates, which is it's a natural sugar. Like it's a tiny bit of sugar, but not much at all. 3 dates in that whole bowl. I wish I recorded this.
Yeah.
And it tasted amazing. And then there's lots of things you can do with it as well. The only challenge is you can't freeze it because you can't. It turns into ice. But super healthy. One of the biggest challenges with going on an anti-inflammatory diet is knowing how to replace the foods because we've grown up with these inflammatory culprits our entire life. So getting your head around that is quite a mission. But thank you for sharing that. And you're kind of clear of it completely now.
Yeah, I don't have any more psoriasis at all. I mean, like literally none.
How many years did you suffer for, do you reckon?
Oh, I mean, pretty much ever since I was a kid. So, ever since I was a little kid.
15 years.
Oh, more than that, yeah. Definitely more than that. So, yeah, no, it's great. And have none now at all.
Amazing. Oh, what's that anti-inflammatory thing you have there? Shall I show you?
Yeah.
There's, whoa, oops, that's fell off.
Yeah.
This is,
So this is actually, I actually get this from my nutritionist, and it's really, really amazing stuff. So anyway, it's made by a company called Neutrik, and it's really, really terrific stuff, and it actually tastes good too. I mean, it actually tastes really, really good. And as I said, I mix it with blueberries and flax milk. So I either do almond milk or flax milk. I've really pretty much cut out milk from my diet.
it's designed really for baby cows to grow fast, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
That's pretty well.
if you actually think about it, I don't know of any other species that actually drinks the milk of other species.
Can you imagine what the cows are thinking? They're seeing all these humans drinking their udder milk. And they're just looking at us going, you crazy, crazy people. Yeah, it is. It's true. And even fully grown cows don't drink cow's milk. They're weaned off it after 6 months or a year or something, and then we continue drinking their udder milk. It's utterly ridiculous. So, is there anything else you'd like to share?
I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, no, I would just really say that my general health too. I mean, irrespective of the psoriasis stuff, just my energy level and general health has definitely been better since going on this anti-inflammatory diet. But certainly with respect to my skin, I definitely noticed a major improvement in the psoriasis. In fact, more than that, it just doesn't exist anymore. I don't even have it.
Incredible. It's funny what you say about energy. I met this guy in Mammoth a few years ago, and I talked to him about my first book, which is actually about increasing testosterone naturally. And he said, "What's your view on grains?" And I say, "Well, take out wheat." And he said, he's completely grain-free. He said his energy went through the roof. He said his joints inflammation went. He said his eyesight got better. He said he could think more clearly. And there was one other thing. Felt like more of a man. Motivation came back. Incredible. Cool. So it's amazing how good we can feel when you start to take these out. But learning how to replace them is probably the biggest thing. I'm actually starting a few cooking programs with a friend I met. In fact, I did a Facebook Live with her on Monday. She has a celebrity skincare business, and I met with her earlier just beforehand. And she's got so many ways of just having super nutritious, healthy food, which is tasty like your ice cream. But
Oh, great. Terrific.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I'm going to be sharing this stuff.
All right.
So I hope you found that useful, people. Share with anyone you know who's got psoriasis. And yeah, you don't have to live with it. Just take out the culprits. Does anyone have any questions? Jacqueline's little boy was diagnosed a few weeks back. Damn. Yeah, Jacqueline, are you still there? Guess not. Okay, well, thank you, Adam.
All right, very good. All right, terrific.
And,
Thank you much.
Let's see.